Welcome to the next episode of the Tiffin Dynasty. Today we take on the Northern Illinois Huskies. Let's see how this one goes. Thanks for watching. Go down.
And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration. Senior Day. It's the Northern Illinois Huskies and the Dragons. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and we are keeping a close eye on the weather, along with help from Holly Rowe.
It is a beautiful day, but I can tell you it is very cold down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set up here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts the game. Keep you posted from down here on the field. Guys?
We'll see if they can handle the weather in this game. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. It'll be the Dragons. Offense will come out first. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. This is the guy the entire passing game is built around. He is a big play waiting to happen.
And there was times during the week when we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week. And we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field.
He'll pull it down. At the 40, there he goes. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. And the Dragons with the 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Quickly to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. And the Dragons can really attack on this 2nd and short. Hand off from the gun. There he goes. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the 2nd level of the defense, getting a hat-on-hat to go get that 1st.
Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
And he's brought down after a short gain. And after that last play, there is a Husky who has yet to get up. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. He'll try to get to the marker himself. A big 3rd down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
The Huskies offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. How will they be able to deal with this lockdown corner on the outside who believes he can take away half the field? Looking for open space. It's Johnson. Breaks into the open. Shoved out of bounds right at the 35-yard line in the running game, getting the job done. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. They're going to ride this running back.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Second down to the air. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Yeah, and this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number one, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on fourth down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. Slips through the line. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Sells the fake. Rushes on, and he never had a chance.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric, he is dynamic, he'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket.
Looking for a huge play. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB. And the Dragons will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting to drive from their own 1. From the gun, it's Johnson. And they don't pick up anything right there, but at least they avoid getting tackled in their own end zone. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to the well. Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Tells the run. Wants to pass. Keeping his eyes downfield. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Working the ground game. And he works his way forward and finally down at the 15. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Fresh set of downs going up top. Here comes the heat. He's got the tight end. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Quarterback keep. He's got enough. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an E.
He'll take a shot. Throw to the end zone, picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. In traffic, it's Fowler. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. The handoff to Johnson. Knocked down immediately. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. But you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Sells to run, looking to pass. Escapes the pressure going right. At the 35, he's got room. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. He'll try the left side. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. And the Dragons have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal. Back to throw, it's Foster. Moves to his right. The throw. Big fella moving. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. And he's in. Touchdown, Dragons. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And he makes the extra point. Deep in the end zone, it's Taylor. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll give it to Johnson. Oh, he's got some space. The 50. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And it's another 1st and 10 play. Fresh center downs going to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Fowler. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Northern Illinois back to work after picking up the first down. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Makes the grab. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Northern Illinois.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And he tacks on the extra point.
Number 36, set to kick this one away.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Hands it off. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Looking downfield, it's Foster. Under pressure. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. There he goes. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Makes the grab. It's Thompson. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to go up top on second down. Snags it. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Big guy smells it. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for 1 more snap to put up points before the half. Right down the boulevard. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, week 12, almost 0 margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at SMU taking on the number 10 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And it's the Fighting Irish on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates, and while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Here now some other games you may have interest in, social media certainly does, inside the Big 12. Bringing things back to your game, one more refresher on how the first half went down. The numbers sometimes can be telling, but I'm not sure how to view these stats and get a great read on the game so far. I do know this. The team that does a better job of taking care of the ball in the second half has the best chance of coming out on top. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
And the Dragons will line up to kick off and start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Taylor. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
It's first down from their own 23-yard line. Sells the run, wants to pass. Right side, it's Porter. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Motion from the wideout. Oh, what a move. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. And the Huskies are moving quickly down the field. The run inside. It's Porter. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Snap in the shotgun. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. They'll have to punt for the 4th time today. Looks it in. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. So the Dragons offense makes its way onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Dropping back, it's Foster. Out wide right, it's Kendricks. Breaks into the open. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Dragons. And that one will put them up here in the second half.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the scoring play coming on a 56-yard touchdown pass. On the return, it's Taylor. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Northern Illinois offense to go on the attack. They'll go to work, trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed, he's got power, he's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Porter. Drives into the pile just to pick up a 1. They'll spot it at the 10.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Turning it on! 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Final minute now of the third quarter. Off-play action on first down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. And the Dragons trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And his throw is incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Turns it upfield. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. And the Dragons will try to move the chains on 4th down. Looking for the marker. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Straight ahead, it's Wade. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the junior tight end who they are taking a look at, and we'll have Holly Rowe check on his situation. This should be the last play of the quarter. He leaves it with the back. They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this third quarter in style. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Keeps it himself. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Man, so nice to have a QB. When you need him, in the moments, can get those big 3rd down conversions with his legs. He does it here. He showed you the wheels some today, but a nice job late in this football game when you really need it.
Looking for a crease to the left. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll keep it on 2nd down. Got some room into the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Dragons! That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Gets the back moving. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Right side, it's Porter. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. Northern Illinois right back to the line.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Finds his man. It's Fowler. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Rodgers. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play, because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. These guys in a much better position after that penalty on the D. Now it's 2nd and 7. They want to throw it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Wants to keep it in the air. He's not afraid to go deep. He's got it on the outside. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Northern Illinois.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On the move from inside is 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Dragons offense makes its way onto the field. Offense working from the pistol. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Keeps it on the option. And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play. Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their 2nd. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 28. On the option. And the missed connection on 3rd down. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs. This is the biggest drive of the game, but the offense has to stay cool. No reason to panic. Then again, panicking is never a good idea, is it? The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Long way to go on second down. This time they'll throw it. Oh, pressure's coming. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, and he's lucky to get that one back.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot, though.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Snapped it, he has to have it. They're all over it. He caught it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Touchdown, Huskies! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. You know, 1 to 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So the Dragons offense makes its way onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires immediately. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. And the Dragons have it with a 1st and 10. Hits inside. It's Wade. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
The fake and wants to throw. Firing for the end zone. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. It's complete on the right side. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Takes the handoff. It's Wade. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
You got to call the game to win it right now. Less than a minute to go. A field goal is going to do it for you. Every time you drop back and throw the ball, you're risking taking a sack. So if you're going to throw it, the ball's got to come out quickly. But I think at this juncture, you'd love to be able to run and give your field goal kicker a chance.
Timeout is called with just a single second left. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. The line of scrimmage is the 25. It'll be a 42-yard kick for the win.
Tiffin.
And his kick is good. His third field goal of the game, and this is the one that
We'll
wins it.
head to play Finley next week as we rise to 9-2.
Guys, that one was a
So, heartbreak for
fun
NIU
call, and
fans.
the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not
St. Louis
that one.
players
That will
stats
be
for
an indelible mark in their
Dylan
memory.
Foster, 5 of
I
8,
agree, Reese. I
111,
think back to
touchdown
my
in the fourth.
career in
Grayson, 7
Florida,
of
it's just
13.
the games that stand out the most
63
were
yards
always
in
the
the
ones
fifth
that went
today.
down to the wire. Whether we lost or whether
Lost
we
was
won,
so.
for this team, this is going to be
Had a
good
touchdown on the
memory
ground.
moving forward,
Grayson
David,
Gill
because
also had a
of how well
touchdown
they
on the
played
ground.
Did you lose more of those or win more of those? I'm just asking for a friend. Tennessee?
Von Rosenberg had that long
it's big-time
56-yard
clutch,
touchdown
right? These are the
pass.
ones that define your seasons,
Reception
define your
touchdowns.
careers, and the ones you never forget, those heartbreakers that come down to the
We
last
didn't have a
play.
pig, and
This
thankfully our
has been a
kicking was 2 for
presentation
2.
of EA Sports
Today,
College
3 for 3 on
Football.
extra
For David
points.
Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and
Did
Holly
punt
Rowe,
once.
I'm Reese Davis.
Landed at the
Saying
1
goodbye,
yard line.
everybody.
We did not get a kicker, punt, return, touchdown. But we're 9-2, heading into our game against the Oilers of Findlay. Hard commit from Jimmy Huff. We lost Silva to Michigan. Alright, we head on the road to take on 3-8 Findlay. Before we do anything, we want to check out. We want to check out their schedule. Because they beat an FCS school, they beat UConn and Massachusetts. They kept losing close games, Wilmington, Central Michigan. So, they're coming off a bye week, but we're coming off of a 27-24 last-second field goal victory. Let's see how this one will go. We'll see in that episode next week. See you with that game with the next episode. Hope you enjoyed today's episode. I hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching, and go Gons!